My mom said, "Your sister will always be more successful than you." She compared us every New Year's. Now I earn 6 figures. Sister is unemployed. Mom still finds ways to praise her potential. Hey, Reddit. Your sister just has that spark, that natural brilliance. You're doing fine, but she's going to do something special. My mom said this to me at the New Year's Eve dinner table. I was 31. My sister was 28. I just closed my biggest consulting contract of the year. My sister had been fired from her 3rd job in 18 months. Everyone kept eating like nothing happened. I'm a senior data analyst at a mid-sized tech firm. Been there 6 years. Good benefits. Stable income. My sister lives with our parents. Has since she dropped out of grad school 2 years ago. That detail doesn't come up at family dinners. What does come up every single time is her potential. My dad cleared his throat. Well, she's going through a transition period. These things take time. Exactly, my mom said, nodding like he'd just solved world hunger. She's exploring her options. Not everyone can settle into the first boring job they find. I put my fork down. I've had 4 promotions. And that's wonderful, sweetheart. But your sister has vision. She's creative. She's going to build something from the ground up one day. You'll see. My sister, across the table, scrolled through her phone. Didn't look up once. This wasn't new. This was every holiday. Every birthday. Every time I visited. My accomplishments were nice. Hers were always just around the corner. When I was 23, I got my first real job out of college. Entry-level analyst position. Nothing fancy. Paid my own rent. My mom's response. That's great, honey. Your sister got accepted into that design program in Portland. Full scholarship potential. She didn't get the scholarship. She didn't finish the program either. When I was 26, I bought my first car. Used, but reliable. Paid in cash. My mom asked if I could lend my sister money for her startup idea, a lifestyle blog that lasted 3 posts. When I was 29, I got promoted to senior analyst. My mom told me my sister was networking with some impressive people in the art scene. The networking was Instagram comments. And now, at 31, with a 6-figure salary and actual financial stability, I was still being told I was the backup plan. Dinner ended the way it always did. My mom hugged my sister longer, told her to hang in there, told me to drive safe. My dad walked me to the door and said, "You know how your mother is. She worries about your sister. She doesn't worry about me." He didn't answer. I drove home in silence. Didn't turn on music. Didn't call anyone. Just sat with the familiar weight of being the reliable one. The forgettable one. 2 weeks later, my sister called me. That alone was weird. We didn't talk outside of family events. Hadn't in years. Our relationship wasn't hostile. It was just nothing. She lived in one world. I lived in another. And our parents made sure I knew which one mattered more. "Hey," she said. Her voice sounded casual. Too casual. "I need to ask you something." "Okay. So, I'm working on this new thing. It's a business idea. Kind of a consulting thing, but for small creative businesses. Branding, social media strategy, that kind of stuff." I waited. "And I'm putting together a pitch deck for investors. I just need, some financial projections. You're good with numbers, right?" "That's literally my job." "Right. So could you help me put something together?" "I'll credit you and everything." I leaned back in my chair, stared at my ceiling. "When do you need it?" Ideally by Friday." It was Wednesday. "I'll see what I can do." "You're the best. I'll send you what I have so far." She didn't send anything until Thursday night. What she sent was a 2-slide PowerPoint with stock photos and a paragraph that said, "Help women-owned businesses thrive in the digital age." No business model. No target market. No revenue strategy. Just vibes and a Canva template. I spent 6 hours building her a real pitch deck. Market analysis. Competitive research. 3-year financial projections with conservative, moderate, and aggressive growth scenarios. I made it look professional. Made it look like she knew what she was doing. I sent it Friday morning. She replied 3 hours later. "Wow, this is perfect. Thank you so much. No follow-up. No questions about the numbers. No acknowledgement of the work. I didn't hear from her again for 3 weeks. Then my mom called. Your sister is doing amazing. She pitched her business idea to some investors, and they were so impressed. She said the financials really sealed the deal. I'm so proud of her. I felt something tighten in my chest. Did she get funding? Well, not yet, but they said they'd think about it. That's huge. Do you know how many people don't even get that far? Yeah, I do. She's really finding her path. I always knew she would. What about the pitch deck? I asked. Did she mention I built that? There was a pause. Not long. Just long enough. She said you helped a little with the numbers. That was sweet of you. Helped a little. I hung up 10 minutes later. Didn't argue. Didn't correct her. What was the point? A month passed. My sister didn't get the funding. The investors never followed up. I only knew because my dad mentioned it in passing during a Sunday call. She's a little discouraged, he said. But your mom thinks she should try again. Maybe with a different angle. Maybe she should get a job, I said. Silence. That's not fair, he said quietly. She's trying. I tried to. Nobody celebrated me for trying. You're different. You've always been the steady one. We don't have to worry about you. And there it was. The thing nobody ever said out loud, but everyone believed. I wasn't the one they worried about. I was the one they forgot about. Because I didn't need saving. I didn't need rescuing. I just did the work. Paid my bills. Showed up. And that made me invisible. Spring came. My company promoted me to lead analyst. It came with a raise. A bigger bonus structure. My own team. I texted my parents the news. My dad, congrats. Well deserved. My mom, that's wonderful, sweetie. Your sister just got interviewed for a gallery coordinator position. Fingers crossed. She didn't get the job. But when I visited for Easter, my mom spent 20 minutes talking about how close my sister had been. How the interviewer loved her energy. How it was just bad timing. I sat there, ate my food, nodded when expected. My sister wasn't even at dinner. She was out with friends. After the meal, I helped my dad with the dishes. He was quiet for a while. Then he said, "You're doing really well. You know that, right?" "Sure. I mean it. You've built a good life." I scrubbed a plate. Didn't look at him. Why doesn't mom see it that way? He didn't answer right away. When he did, his voice was softer. Sadder. She sees it. She's afraid for your sister. She always has been. Your sister's struggled with things you haven't. Confidence. Direction. Your mom projects a lot onto her because she doesn't want her to fail. And what about me? You don't need that. You never have. I put the plate down. Turned off the water. You know what's funny? I spent my whole life thinking that if I just worked hard enough, did everything right, she'd be proud of me the way she's proud of her. But it's not about effort. It's about who needs more attention. My dad looked at me. For a moment, I thought he might apologize. Might say I was right. Instead, he just sighed. She loves you. You know that. I know. But love and pride aren't the same thing. Summer. My sister posted on Instagram that she was launching her coaching business. Same concept as before. Different name. The photos looked professional, like someone had done them for her. I didn't ask who. My mom shared the post. Added a caption. "So proud of my girl for chasing her dreams. If you know anyone looking for branding or business coaching, check her out." I'd been working 60-hour weeks on a system migration. Hadn't posted anything online in months. Didn't get a single mention. In August, my sister texted me again. "Hey, can I ask you something?" I already knew what it was. I have a potential client. They want to see some case studies and ROI breakdowns. Do you think you could help me put something together? I'd pay you. She wouldn't. I knew she wouldn't. What do you have so far? I asked. I have some ideas. I just need help with, like, the data part. Translation, she had nothing. I didn't respond for 2 days. When I finally did, I said, "I can't. I'm swamped with work." "Oh, okay. No worries." She didn't ask again, but my mom did. "Your sister mentioned you were too busy to help her with a project. I told her you'd probably come around. She's really stressed about it." I am too busy, Mom. I know, honey. But she doesn't have anyone else who understands this stuff. You're so good at it. It would mean a lot to her. I've helped her before. She didn't even tell you I built her entire pitch deck. There was a pause. I'm sure she appreciates it, my mom said carefully. Does she? Or does she just expect it? That's not fair. What's not fair is you acting like everything she does is groundbreaking and everything I do is just baseline. I don't do that. Yes, you do. You've done it my whole life. The line went quiet. I thought she might hang up. Instead, she said, very softly, you've never needed the same encouragement she does. You've always been fine. Maybe I wanted to be more than fine. She didn't respond. We ended the call a few minutes later. I didn't hear from her for 2 weeks. When she finally called again, it was to invite me to Thanksgiving. I almost said no. Thanksgiving dinner was the same as always. My sister arrived late. My mom fussed over her. My dad asked me about work and then got distracted when my sister started talking about a potential collaboration with a local boutique. It wasn't a collaboration. It was an unpaid Instagram post. Halfway through dinner, my mom raised her glass. I want to make a toast, she said, to family and to both of my kids who are finding their way in this world. I'm so proud of both of you. She looked at my sister when she said it. I set my glass down. Didn't drink. After dinner, I told my parents I had to leave early. Work emergency. It wasn't true. My mom walked me to the door. You okay? Yeah. You've been quiet. I looked at her. Really looked at her. Do you know what I do for a living? She blinked. You work with data. I lead a team of 8 analysts. I design infrastructure strategies for a company that does $20 million a year in revenue. I just got offered a director-level position. That's wonderful. You didn't ask. Her face shifted. Guilt. Confusion. Defense. You never told me. I did. 3 months ago. You said, that's great, sweetie, and then started talking about my sister's coaching business that doesn't have a single client. She opened her mouth. Closed it. I'm not asking you to love me more than her, I said quietly. I'm just asking you to see me. I left before she could respond. I didn't go back for Christmas. New Year's came. My mom texted me. We miss you. Your sister asked about you. I didn't believe that, but I didn't say it. Instead, I replied, I'm spending New Year's with friends. I'll call you next week. She never responded. My sister posted a photo on New Year's Eve. Her and our parents. Smiling. Champagne glasses raised. The caption, grateful for the people who believe in me no matter what. I stared at it for a long time. Then I turned off my phone. If you've ever been the person who did everything right and still felt invisible, you know why this still hurts. If you want to hear more real stories like this, you can subscribe.